across campus, online and on 12:51 AM. This is your student radio station.
Hello everyone and welcome to Raw 12:51 AM's welcome meeting.
We hope you are all enjoying Warwick so far, and we think that our student radio station will be an excellent addition to that university experience.
So who are we? We're Raw, we're Warwick's student radio station, and we usually broadcast 24/7 on AM across Coventry and Warwickshire and online through our website.
We are entirely student run, so that is everybody from our presenters to our tech team to the management. Everyone in the society is a student here at the University of Warwick.
And speaking of management, we're the station managers. I'm Sian and this is Lucy. Our pronouns are both she and her, and it's our job to make sure that the station keeps on running and that our members have the best time possible in the society. So if you ever have any questions about anything, please do feel free to get in touch with either one of us. So now we'll hand over to our programme controller Rin and the Onair departments and to find out a bit more about our output.
Thank you to Lucy and Sean. My name is Rin Dacheva, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm program controller at RAW. Which basically means I am in charge of all on-air programming, creating the termly schedule, managing all the separate shows, and organizing Raw Breakfast and primetime shows. I also organize our seasonal programming such as Pride, Black History Month, and the charity broadcast. Student radio is a really great way to have a creative outlet, in my opinion, because there's so many ways to be involved, from having a show about literally anything you like, doing production stuff, doing visual, or even helping out the tech side. There's definitely something out there for everyone. If you want to be involved in any way, feel free to drop me a message if you want to have your own show, or if you just want to find out what kinds of opportunities there are at RAW, I will be able to point you in the right direction. And I'm now going to pass on to Sophie.
Hey, I am Sophie. I am head of music here at RAW, and the music department are basically in charge of putting out the weekly playlist. So we've got 3 of those, an A-list, a B-list and a C-list, and determining how big an artist is depends what playlist they go, and basically that means that we're in charge of all the music that is played on RAW. We also conduct interviews with bands and artists. We've got a great opportunity for you to get involved in called Music Meets at the moment, where we interview brand new artists that are just coming onto the scene. Normally it's their first ever interview, which is really cool. We're starting a music news show now as well, which is cool if you're really into kind of who's releasing what albums and who's doing what with who, then that's really cool too. And we're looking to record sessions. So even if you don't want to be a part of the show, but you're an up and coming musician in Warwick area, give us a message and we'll get you on our show. We also do the chart show weekly, and we're in charge of the specialist music shows that get put out. So you can come talk to us if you want to do a show, and we'll send you over to Rin, who will tell us if your show is allowed to go on air or not. But if you're interested in anything to do with music, we'll be looking for deputies soon as well. It's a great way to get involved in RAW and really expand like the kind of things you listen to as well, because you get to listen to things from like reggaeton to heavy metal to literally anything you want. I'm going to pass the ball over to our head of sports now.
Hi, I'm Josh Sim, your head of sport. My pronouns are he, him. And so at RAW, we cover a bunch of sports, whether it's American football, whether it's everyone else's football, or even if it's tennis. Yeah, I came prepared. And a bunch of other sports. We have you covered, whether it's joining our weekly Quarant Stream shows, talking about the latest sports news, whether it's covering the biggest sporting events on campus, or maybe even interviewing journalists from The Guardian Sport, from The Athletic, and even Premier League footballers. So if all that sounds good, feel free to join us. And with that, for the latest, I pass it on to Enoch.
Thank you, Josh. Hi, I'm Ian McCungu, he, him. I'm the head of news here at RAW. I run the main big weekly news show we do, Insight, where we get students on to discuss all the big news stories of the week, whether they're from campus or from the wider world, everything from the US election to whatever the SU is doing that week. We produce various news podcasts focusing, basically anything that students should be interested in. We do videos and documentaries covering events on campus and getting students to give us their input and their views on stories. And we work to try and produce some of the best journalists we can for radio and for video. So if you're at all interested in being involved, I was like, maybe there's a news deputy, because we're going to advertise those roles soon, so if there's a reporter or someone calling on a show, join the news group, message me, happy to get you involved. Now, my transition is not as artistic as my predecessors, but I hope my successor makes up for it. So Charlie, I hand over to you.
Oh, great. Hi, I'm Charlie Humphrey, she, her, and I'm the head of arts here. And I'm basically in charge of the two main departmental art shows, Articulate and Artsing Around. And they're both shows more for current arts affairs and anything artsy like theatre, film, baking, dancing, wall art, painting, that's the one. I'm responsible for also giving out press tickets to shows in the Arts Centre for people to go and see and review, and also interviewing the local performance societies for their productions. If you want to get interested, you can have an arts show, or please guest on mine. I'm just going to hand over to head of speech now.
Hi, I'm Chloe, pronouns are she, her, and I am head of speech, and we are basically the department for the misfits. We take everything that will not fit into any of these other genres. So we do loads of interviews, we've spoken to comedians, musicians, etc. We do loads of game shows, and we love going out onto campus and winding up as many people as we can. We do a lot of investigative journalism, which is basically just us pushing our own horrific opinion down people's throats. Ultimately, speech is a really great place to be because literally anything goes.
Thank you, Chloe. This year is the 50th year of our radio station, and we'll be hosting a lot of events to celebrate this throughout the year, including 50 hours of specialist programming dedicated to Royal's history and its alumni during week 4 of term
Like Rin
1.
mentioned, the process to get a show with us is really easy, and everyone who applies for a show will get a show.
There is no audition process. Please do not fret or worry about that. Anyone, regardless of experience, is welcome on Onair, and presenting opportunities will be available both in person and virtually this year.
So now we'll hand over to the exec that keep the society and our members ticking.
All right, thanks, guys. Hi, I'm Carl Henningway, he, him, they, them, and I am your secretary, member of the Equal Opportunities team, and SRA liaison officer. Not only am I the person behind emails, I will also be there to link the station with the Student Radio Association, an overlording body which brings together all student radio stations which have memberships around the UK. I will be here bringing advertisements for certain things going on with the Student Radio Association, but I will also be here to divert any questions to our officer with the Midlands if you have any questions about the Student Radio Association or whatever's happening within that era.
Hi, I'm Toby, he, him, they, them, and I'm head of production at Raw. This means I'm sort of in charge like the sound side of the station, doing things like jingles for upcoming events or for shows. And I'm also happy to help with any editing or using of software for recording at home.
Hi guys, I'm Harry, he, him, and I'm the treasurer. So what that kind of means is behind the scenes, I'll be doing a lot of work on making sure that the society has enough money to keep going and working on invoices and things like that. But also kind of the bulk of my work and what you'll see me doing the most is equipment hires to events, other societies, and just people who want to kind of make use of the massive amount of cameras and microphones and all of that stuff that we have here. So yeah, that's what I do.
And I'm Tina Kerr, I'm she, her, and I'm the social secretary here at Raw. So I'm in charge of organising and overseeing all the socials that happen. You can get involved by just checking out the Raw Facebook page. All the socials we've posted there, and everyone is always welcome.
Whilst we would normally have this meeting in person, we wanted to make sure that we can still have a similar experience virtually.
We will be having a social event after this run by our wonderful social secretary, Tina Kerr, and you can ask us any questions that you have and also play some games, meet other members, talk to us exec a bit more. So please make sure you stick around.
And although we're a student radio station, we do also have a YouTube and a TV presence. So now we're going to hand over to our visual team, who's going to talk more about it.
Thank you, SMs. As mentioned, we are the visual department. We manage all the visual output for the radio station. Hi, I'm Jacob/X1. My pronouns are he, him, and I am the head of visual programming.
Hi, I'm James, he, him, and I am head of visual entertainment.
Hi, I'm Crawford. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm head of programming.
So you're probably wondering why we all joined Raw. I can speak for myself, but I joined Raw because at the Society's Fair, we had the best free merch. We had cool can openers, which I still have to this day and have a lot of use for.
I joined Raw because it was an opportunity to have an hour's show where I could do pretty much whatever I want, but most importantly, it's the visual side that really grabbed me at first.
I joined Raw because I'm very opinionated and very loud about my opinion, so I like sitting on air and talking about my opinion for an hour every week.
So at Raw, we have a lot of great shows and great output, And speaking for Raw Visual, we have great output, and we also have a great opening for the visual team. We're currently searching for a head of post-production. So if visual is where you want to go, this is your place.
Yes, in this role, you'll be working as an equal with all of us to make sure that the finished products of videos that we put out are as exciting, as engaging as they can be.
So definitely keep your eyes open for that, and we can't wait to join you and see you soon.
One of my favourite things about Raw is that you're a member of a wider alumni set, and you've got 50 years worth of friends that you never knew you were going to make, which is brilliant for careers and networking. We have a whole host of notable alumni, including Stephen Merchant, Leona Graham, Simon Mayo, Ruth Jones, Adam Mountford and Ritala Shah.
However, we do recognise it isn't all about presenting. Being behind the mic might not be the thing for you, and that's definitely fine too. We have a whole host of off-air opportunities available to all of our members.
Thanks, Sean and Lucy. Hey, I'm Josh. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm the head of training and development here at Raw 1251 AM. And I think you should join Raw because it gives you an opportunity to try out something which not many people have done before, that being student radio. I will now hand over to Alamede.
Thank you. So as Josh said, my name is Alamede and my pronouns are she/her, and I'm the head of marketing and sponsorship at Raw. And I think that you should join Raw because it's just like a really amazing creative outlet to have, and you'll get to meet people from all over the university, and it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, I definitely think you should join. And now I'm going to pass over to Dylan.
Thanks, Alamede. I'm Dylan. My pronouns are he/him. I'm head of live events here at Raw, and you should get involved because there is something for everyone. We cover loads of interests, so come give it a try.
Hi, I'm Jack South. I'm the chief engineer here at Raw 1251 AM. My pronouns are he and him.
Hi, I'm Neeraj Christian, and my pronouns are he, him, and I'm the IT manager of Raw 1251 AM.
Yeah, and we currently consist of the exec members for Raw's tech department. So we deal with making sure that the station is on air as much as is physically possible so that everyone can do their beautiful broadcasts all the time, and also offering tech support for when things might go wrong.
We're also offering tech inductions for all new freshers. Keep your eyes peeled on social media.
Interestingly, we do have an opening in our tech department.
That's right. We are currently looking for a webmaster to join us in the tech exec team so that we can make sure that the station runs even smoother than it already is. Someone who's proficient in tech and reckons that they can do a good job of keeping all of our web servers and website and all that all up to scratch.
Members of our Executive Committee also make up our Wellbeing team. They aim to look out for all members of society with regards to their welfare and equal opportunities.
Thank you, Lucy and Sean, for that. This is basically the Wellbeing group, and more specifically, I'm one of the two welfare officers here. I'm Sophie, my pronouns are she, her. The welfare officers basically are here to make your lives easier. So if you've got a problem with welfare in terms of your mental health or your physical health, or something's going wrong, it's our job to basically look after you. I'll pass you over to the other half of this team now.
Hi, I'm Rin. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the other part of the welfare team. So you can contact us at any time if you have any welfare issues, as Sophie said. I'm now going to pass you on to the Equal Ops officers.
Hi, I'm Crawford. My pronouns are they, them, and I am one of the Equal Opportunities officers. Equal Opportunities in a nutshell is basically we look after minority groups at Raw and make sure that you all feel comfortable in different scenarios and everyone feels welcome, and that applies to anything from race, religion, different abilities, sexuality, whatever it is, we're here to look after you. You can come to us with welfare issues, and everything that goes towards the welfare group or the Equal Opportunities remains confidential. And I'll just pass you over to the other Equal Opportunities officer.
Hey, I am the other half of your Equal Opportunities team, and please feel free whenever you need to message us, either myself or Crawford, on Facebook, on Twitter, or any other form of messaging, and we'll be there when we can.
So now you've heard all about Raw, but you need to find out more about how you as members get involved with us this term.
So the first thing to do is buy membership. It's only £4 from the SU website, and it's really important to get access to applying for shows, get access to all of our audio, visual and software equipment. You also get access to the Student Radio Association. So the Student Radio Association hosts networking events, training events, and also a Student Radio Award ceremony every year where you can go for awards like Best Music Show, Best Producer, or Best Technical Achievement. There's awards for everything.
And once you've got that all-important membership, the next thing to do is join the Raw 2020/2021 Facebook group. Now, in here, all important information about everything Raw will be posted. So from guesting on departmental shows to how to get involved with the tech team and helping when things don't exactly go to plan, from working with our wonderful visual team, how to book equipment, etc., and everything to even the off-air stuff. So if you aren't as comfortable behind the mic, there are opportunities posted in there as well. Everything from shows to interviews, off-air, it's all in there. So keep an eye on that group. We post updates regularly. There'll also be the odd one or two things from Sean and myself about the general running of the station, keeping you guys involved with what's happening throughout the term. So keep an eye on it. It's the place where all the information is that you need.
And also on the Facebook group, you can look for updates on how to get trained. So training is really important. Every single member of Raw has training at some point, and that's to show you how to be a good presenter, how to use our equipment, and how to go on air, whether that be virtually or in person this year. So make sure you look out training. The first lot of training should be coming up in weeks 3 and 4.
Don't be intimidated by the training, but before you step to that, you want to get a bit more feel about what it's like to be on it. Join our departmental shows and live streams. So these will, as I said, the information will be posted in the Raw Facebook group, but there's an opportunity to get involved from the comfort of your student accommodation, and you can talk to our department heads who will be happy to give you any more information about the society, as well as the other members on these streets. It's an excellent way to dip your toes in the water, find out what it's like being behind the mic, and getting more of an idea of how you will be as a presenter and as a member of Raw.
So while we're not open for the first few weeks of term, eventually when you come to be trained and when you eventually have your own show, you might want to know how to actually find our studios and offices. So our visual team has prepared a brilliant video all about showing you how to get to the office, which is probably the most asked question at Raw. So we'll play that video for you now.
I'm X1. Oh, sorry.
Hello there, I'm X1. You may recognise me from such programmes as Project X1 and Converted, but I'm here to guide you to the Raw office. Before you do anything, you need to know how to get to the office. It's great that you're interested in radio, but you need to be able to get here. Ready? Let's go. You join me here on the piazza. Honestly, if you can get here, you can get to the studio. It's literally right over there in the SU building. The main entrance can be found right in front of Roots Grocery Store, or right behind the centre of the piazza, right over there. As you enter, walk up the stairs, then through the door, and up another flight of stairs. Turn left and go through the door. Easy. Welcome to Raw. This is your student radio station. So what do we have? Well, we've got Studio 1 in here and the office, then Studio 2 just over here. This is where we do all our shows. Now, remember those directions? SU main entrance, up the stairs, up another flight of stairs, turn left, and through the door. Hope this helps you, and I'll catch you in the studio soon. See ya.